ice maker. Let's see what we get into here. Alright, Manitowoc. Oh, and looking funky. Q model. Oh yeah. Minimums it's gonna need a cleanup for sure. Let's see what it does. I just got the cover off and it went into defrost. This is one of those old school liquor stores where you buy a 6-pack in a bottle and they give you a sack of ice for free. So this thing gets a lot of use. You see all the bags up here and stuff. That's where they used to do it in the old days. So there, it was going in the premature defrost. I just pulled the curtain off. See how thin the ice was, and it was going into harvest. Sometimes it could just be because it's dirty. Yeah, look at that stalactites touching. Right there on the ice thickness probe. See that piece that's touching right there? That'll cause it to go into early harvest. So it just needs to be, looks like it just needs to be cleaned up right now. So let's get it all ripped apart and do some de-scuzzing. Right there. Look at that. Achoo! Look at that one. Goodness. That's what you guys were waiting for. Yeah, she's pluggered. Just needs a good cleaning. Alright, it's an 800 pounder from 2002. Clean the air pre-filter. I'm going to need to get a coarse filter for it. 2 Everpure 4000s. And I'll show you some other stuff I got to get for this machine too. Alright, so I got it cleaned up. Now this is a 16-year-old ice machine, so I'm going to show you here what it needs. Light comes in. I need to get a new main water tube. It's so stained I can't get that clean. The water inlet tube I can replace also, and the little snap-on holder for the water, super scaled up. We'll get some lime away when we do that part of the job and try and get all this cleaned up too. It's going to require a deep cleaning. I'll also get a new bin switch. It's so scaled up. Kind of like a maintenance thing. And hey man, they get that old. Sometimes that's what you got to do. And like I said earlier, we got to get the 2 Everpure 4000s plus the pre-filter. And actually the condenser, they've been keeping the condenser clean in the pre-filter, so that's pretty good. So I'm gonna let this batch make up. We'll see what the grid looks like. No need to put gauges on it unless that grid has an uneven formation. So let's see how that looks. And then this one might have just been a super dirty ice maker causing it not to make ice, but it does need attention. It needs to get cleaned up real good. I got some mega deep cleaning to do on this thing. Now, if you can see, it's making ice uniform, so I don't think there's a problem with the charge. I'll show you guys one more thing on here too. After it drops this batch of ice. Alright, there's the new ice on top of the old crusty ice. So we got it making ice, but it needs a big deep, I got to get in here with some lime away and stuff, try and clean this up better. And it needs some components. Water pressure is coming in now that it's filling. So I'm going to put some sanitizer in here. For you new guys, don't go dumping a ton of sanitizer in your ice maker. You'll end up with bubbles everywhere. You'll have foam galore for a million years. Know what I'm talking about? Just a little bit of sanitizer, it'll be bubbles. Bubble factory in there. All right, we're gonna let this go through its clean cycle with the sanitizer in there. While the machine's in the wash cycle for a half hour, you can put your sticker over the competitor's sticker. That's one thing we can do. And you disturb stuff. For you new guys, the one thing that'll always get you if you don't check is the dump valve. So watch it make a couple cycles, check your water levels, and I always like to go over to the drain while it's in the freeze mode. About 10 minutes in or so, check your drain. If water's coming out of it, you got a piece of scale stuck in your dump valve, and you'll have to take your dump valve apart and clean it out. And that happens quite a bit. It's common. That's a good big heads up for you guys. So let me give this. I'm gonna give this customer the quote for all the repairs this needs, and it's not cheap when you get into everything. So we'll see what they want to do. But that was tonight's ice maker call. Piece of slime stuck up in the ice thickness probe because it got all slimed up. Very common. All right, we're in harvest. Let's see what happens here. Woohoo! All right, we're done for tonight, and we'll get on down the road. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. All right, that one's back to making ice. I got the go-ahead for all the parts and hoses and deep clean. If I got time, I'll try and video the follow-up on that one. Ooh, 8 o'clock at night. That's a long day. Yeah. That's gonna do it for that one. You guys have a great night. Like, subscribe. We'll check you on the next one.